Hello folks, Frankie Day back in YouTube. Okay guys, today's progress build report will be part 3 on my Trumpeter 135 scale CH 47 Chinook. Another one of chopper madness I've been doing lately. And this is going to be the last chopper I'm going to do, fellas. I'm choppered out. I mean, it was great for a while, but I've had it. That's it. If I resume back on choppers again, it's going to probably be maybe next year sometime. But I already knocked out 1, 2, 3. Snuck me the 4th one, so that's it. And I'll resume with something else. I got so much here I have so much here, folks, I gotta catch up on. I've been on this chopper too damn long, and I'm not getting the rest of my builds all caught up with, but they'll actually virtually turn into winter projects. And if it turns into a winter project, so be it. So I got oh, I'm gonna have to last me 4 or 5 lifetimes in this room. Okay, guys, this is going to be part 3 of my Trumpeter 135 scale Chinook chopper, 1st Air Cavalry Division in Vietnam. And right now, guys, I'm in a debating stage of how I'm going to present a diorama on this. Excuse me. I'm not too keen on making dioramas, fellas. I never got into that. There's a lot of good modelers out there, you know, that are very keen up to making scenery and stuff like that. They're pretty well gifted, and they capture reality pretty much well on scenery than they do on models themselves in general. But right here, I'm not too certain if I'm going to go ahead and pose this model in the on a tarmac, being loaded up, ready to take off to Peiku or Da Nang or Hanoi or somewhere, and also Chu Lai in the hills up through there, and deliver the goods. And so this is going to be a Vietnam chopper, the A model, 1965, I believe. And so right away, I'm working on a deal right now, trying to get me some armor. We're gonna have a heck of a time finding armor for this lately, and I went down to Hobby Lobby looking around to see if I can find some armor in there. And of course, they have a very smattering amount of armor in there. Most of them are just toy soldiers that come in a bag, and they resemble something like this. Remember these fellas when you guys were growing up? Big old, huge old sack full of these devils right here. These are pretty close to 135 scale, but they're wrong vintage. They're World War II vintage, not Vietnam. And so I wasn't going to use these by modifying it, by taking all the stuff off it, though. So I don't know. There's got to be something out there better than this. And so I broke down into my second childhood, went ahead and bought a sack of these devils, and down to Hobby Lobby. And as soon as I got them home, I got thinking, what was I thinking when I bought these? These ain't Vietnam vintage, this is World War II. So you can't put World War II with Vietnam, although a lot of the stuff used in Vietnam were from World War II. But when it comes to the uniform of the day, these are outdated. So anyway, I got a fellow online on Facebook I've been getting a hold of. He's going to sell me a mutt, a Jeep. I went down there and bought this Jeep here. This Jeep here, fellas, is 132 scale, 135 scale. It's one of those tester jobs you put together with a screwdriver. It's pretty well detailed. This thing's made out of metal. One of the things plastic on it, fellas, is just the windshield itself. Everything else is kind of like a die cast. So that's what it is, die cast. And it's very highly detailed, and it fits inside my Chinook. It actually goes right up inside the ramp, inside the fuselage itself. But it's not a mutt. It's not a. This is a World War II, a different era. So again, you can't mix World War II stuff with Vietnam. So anyway, this chopper here, I was thinking more or less building a tarmac. You'll see it on here as we take a look at the review of this, of the build progress on this. I went down there to the hobby shop today, not a Hobby Lobby, to my, where the devil I put that stuff at? Huh. I was quite certain I put it over here. Yeah, here it is. It's my plastic strut. And this right here, fellas, you look very carefully, and it does resemble asphalt. And I was thinking about taking this and just make an asphalt diorama on the baseboard here I have here, which you'd be seeing. Mount the chopper on there and have the guys load it up, and add a little dark earth and some dark greens and everything like that around it, like tree stuff that's already, you can buy those in the stores. I'll think of something, fellas, but I got to do some some research on this and figure out where I'm at on this thing. But the chopper, I should have my chopper done probably by this Wednesday. It'll be done for the final reveal here, and the diorama will be done too as well. If not Wednesday, I'm going to shoot for Thursday. Thursday will be, I feel a lot more comfortable by presenting the final reveal for this here kit on a Thursday, because the diorama, I gotta have a little time to make a decision where I be going on this thing. So any of you great fellows out there got any suggestions? Old Frankie D's got both ears open, and I appreciate it very much, guys. You know, and anything that you can probably help me with a little bit, I'll digest it in my mind and put it to reality. Okay, guys, no chatter right now. We'll swing over and take a look at this Chinook here. Okay, guys, here it is. Now, here it is on this permanent display stand here. Nothing's done, as you can tell. Trying to get this whole thing inside there. Right here is this piece of wood. This cost me $20. It's a beautiful piece of wood. It looks like to me some kind of, it's a plywood. It's like a pine plywood or birch, and it's veneered. You can see how it's put together, but I ain't worried about that. And I got this asphalt here. About 2 sheets of this here asphalt. So I'm going to make a little border across here where it shows the wood at and have it stained. Then I'm going to fill in the rest of this with asphalt, make it act like a runway, but somehow with the asphalt, it's going to be different. I don't know what I'll be doing. I don't know if I'll go that route or not. I was thinking about taking plaster of Paris and put it on here and add some browns and get some of that railroad grass, that ground cork, and you can paint that plaster of Paris with some brown paint or something, or some sand, and take a teaspoon and kind of sift it across the wet paint with different types of greens and stuff that simulate Vietnam. That's my #1 thought. And right here, this asphalt #2 here, as you can tell, it's got lumps in it. All you guys that have walked on tarmac before, I know I have, but I've never seen tarmac look like this before. It's like ripples on here. It looks like ripples. I don't know what the stuff is. But I'm thinking very seriously about just not going along with this idea right here. So anyway, fellas, we'll take a look at the Chinook right here. I'll show how much I got done on it, guys. We'll put the cart behind the horse. It's all airbrush of the Humbro olive drab. I like a Humbro olive drab. It's pretty close right on. And I toned down the olive drabs by using various washes on it. I used different washes of olive drabs. What I did, I just added a little white to it in some areas like that, and the last wash I put on was for your panel lines using black wash. And after it's all done, cleaned up like the way I want it, fellas, I'm going to go ahead and I applied some dull coat on it to seal it up. Now we're going to swing this board around very gingerly, guys, and we'll take a look at this Chinook right here. And this is a very beautiful looking model. I'm pretty well pleased with this thing. And we'll show you the detail of the cockpit, which Frankie Day's got on it. Oh, what a devil am I? There it is. I got the seats in there, seat belts, and it's pretty well. It was actually aircraft grade for the interior, and I gave it a coat of wash and everything on it. Rotor blade tips, they need to be painted yellow. I've already got the rotors airbrushed black, primed first and painted black, and they rotate. I like the way they droop down. And this is a very beautiful kit, guys. I mean, I highly recommend. This is a big boy. This is the big 135 scale Chinook. And with this here, it makes a, you know, it opens a lot of doors, which you guys can be doing with this thing. You know, you can display it almost in any attitude you need, and you can really add a lot to this thing. Armor-wise, infantrymen. This is a real nice kit. I really enjoyed building this thing. It has its difficulties, but to fit the parts of the fuselage. The only beef about this kit, fellas, when I assembled the fuselage together, at the bottom of it, there was no, it wouldn't support on there, and when you glue it together, it left the goddamn it left the gap, because the way the fuselage is it bows in like an inverted V. So what I did, I had some styrene strips at the bottom of it that pulled that kind of a warp out. You know, when I put the flight deck on there, it hit all that sheet plastic that I used for reinforcement, and like it was never there, it really helped out a lot. So anybody's got this kit, you know, that you'll run into that problem. Other than that, it goes together quite well. There's a lot of things about the kit that I didn't like about it, is the treatment of the instructions. I mean, when you're dealing with foreign people making the instructions for kits like that, it's awful hard to put your mind in their mind what they're thinking. So this kit, this Trumpeter kit here, is that they give you decals for this kit. And these decals, there's decals on here that are not even shown even on the color layout. And so you don't know what to do with that. So this is first Air Cavalry, in Vietnam, 1965. This is the early age Chinook model. All you have to do is, fellas, is go ahead and paint them tips on these rotors yellow. And I got to put the portholes inside. I got a special method of how to do that. And I got to paint the cockpit and install same, and add the lights, the navigation lights on it, and also the beacon lights on it. And I'm going to use a fill tip pencil for that to be able to enhance that, and make it look pretty authentic. The back end is very spacious. You really can get in it. That Jeep will go in there like you won't believe. And I'll just show you. There you go. That's a special feature like I show you guys. I'll get that devil out of there now. Comes out like the way it goes in. So I enjoy that feature pretty much. And so this is the wrong kind of Jeep, fellas, so I'm going to get me a mutt. So I'm working on that right now. And so I'm going to display that like, I'm going to have some GIs pushing it inside the rear ramp entryway. Anyway, guys, it has the photo etch parts are very excellent. Nice touch around the motors. And as you can see, we'll zoom in a little bit and I'll show you the, you can see how the screen It's all been toned down pretty good using the washes. And I'm pretty happy with this thing. This thing is, it looks pretty real to me. It's a beautiful job that Chinook is. You know, it's kind of funny, fellas. I don't really know much about helicopters, but this thing actually goes in, it floats in water. This explains why that hideous bulge on the side here, that big bulge, it acts like a pontoon. It's very, very well engineered. This is a beautiful chopper. It's going to be around for a long time, guys. Ain't no hurry to get rid of this thing yet. Okay, guys, enough's enough. So we're going to bring the video back to yours truly, and I'll discuss what I'll be doing next after this chopper. Okay, here I is. That completes part 3 of Chopper Madness, Trumpeter 135 scale, CH-47 Chinook, or Chinook. No matter how you pronounce it, it's the same thing. Okay, guys, when I finish this chopper here, I was thinking about hopping on an airplane. I've got a History Maker 132nd scale Smithsonian Republican P-47D Thunderbolt, all aluminum finish with traditional decals they had, and so I was thinking about toying around with that when I get done with this chopper. So I should have this chopper here done by Thursday. Then I'll resume on this. And I got to do some spring cleaning here, get some of these models out of here, or otherwise they're going to get broken. Okay, guys, that's on the plan right there on the bench. So we got winter coming up. I'll be full time on this video, guys. You got to please excuse me why I've been gone so long. I've been working around the house, working around the job. I'm out of retirement again, back to work again, and 75 years young and going strong, and building models, living the dream. And so between work and doing around the house, working on this chopper here, that's why I've been gone for a while. Okay, guys, I think I'm going over the 15-minute limit on this thing. I'm about to make it 2 parts, so if you get cut off on this first part, stay tuned for part 2 of this video. Gotta be that, because I got a feeling this thing can load up all in one video. It breaks it down in segments. Okay, guys, so that's what's on the bench after I get the Chinook all finished. And Chopper Madness is going to go back in the cell block somewhere. And and that'll be that. Okay, guys, time to get out of here right now. I love you guys very much, and God bless you all, and happy modeling. Please subscribe, make Mama happy, and we'll catch you guys on the next video, the final reveal for this Chopper Madness Chinook. Okay, guys, Frankie signing off. Bye, fellas.